Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So in today's episode of the Yo-Yo Only Challenge, we should have a pretty good run. You see, yesterday it was filled with lots of jump cuts and a hell of a lot of grinding. Well, we don't need to do any of that today, which is great because it means I can just commentate and the episode can flow in a nice natural way. And we also get good results because we only need to take down one boss in today's episode. And that boss will be the Desert Scourge. And that will enable us to get another Calamity Yo-Yo. But right now, we've got access to 2 more Thorium Yo-Yos. Which is great. Like, we're kind of like running through it nice and quick. I love it. So, the first thing we have to do is speak to this dude over here. His name is Munzer. Cool. And he will sell us the Scorpion. So this is a brand new yo-yo. Amazing. And this will poison the hit target briefly. So it's kind of like the one we got from the baby spiders. I feel like this one is slightly lower damage. This one has 14. The red hourglass we got yesterday has 15. So here it is. It's a yo-yo. Nice. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, we don't really need to use it because it's a little bit weaker. We were meant to get it at a different point, but that's fine. So what I've decided to do is I've opened up a chest, and inside of this chest will have every single modded yo-yo, and that's how I'm going to keep track of them all. You see, I wanted to put them on weapon racks like this, but what actually happens is if you put modded items on a weapon rack, you're just asking for trouble. Like, you put it on, it's invisible, you take it off, it's a different item, and I did test it on a yo-yo, and it did break. So I had to go into a mod and mod it back in. It was the red hourglass. But I put it on and it turned into a candle. Now, I don't know about you boys, but I came here for yo-yos, not candles. So we're going to do the Desert Scourge. And I'm going to do this without any kind of buffs or anything, because that's what we should do. We managed to beat the Grand Thunderbird without buffs. And I think it's because this Amazon, oh boy, it's amazing, and I don't even feel guilty about using it. Usually, I would feel pretty guilty about this kind of thing, you know, I'm doing a modded series, I'm not using a modded yo-yo. However, better yo-yos changes it, therefore, technically different, right? Right? Does that make sense? So I hope you're all enjoying your day. It's Friday, which is always like the best day of the week. I look forward to Friday more than anything else. And you may think that's kind of strange because I'm a YouTuber, therefore, no job, right? Jobless. This is the job, which is great. You know, it's a cool job. But it's definitely not a 9 to 5, a Monday to Friday. You know, I haven't had that Monday to Friday lifestyle in, many years now. It's like 4 years. So I get excited for it because it means I get to like do stuff with other people. Essentially, if other people have a 9 to 5, even though you don't, you kind of still have to abide to it. The only rule to this is that Python also... Oh, God. Oh, God. Right. I've got to actually remember this is a Calamity Boss, not a pushover. But yeah, Python doesn't have a 9 to 5, so Python's great. If I need to hang out with anybody, Python's the man, you know, always around. And I appreciate that. That's the Desert Scourge done, right? That's expert mode for you. The depths of the underground desert are rumbling. Amazing. But I get excited because it means I can hang out with a bunch of other people. And this weekend, I've got kind of a nice weekend coming up. I'm going to go see a comedian called Russell Howard. Maybe you know of him if you live in Britain. He's very big in Britain. And I feel like maybe breaking out in the American scene, I don't know it as much. He's on Comedy Central, and you have that in America. I know that. But I'm off to go see him tomorrow. I'm kind of excited. I've seen him a couple of times, actually. And he's a great act to go see. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then, get this, I've got another comedian the week after, which is even better. It's funny because I booked all of these a year ago. I didn't really check the dates, because when it comes to buying tickets, you just buy tickets, right? You can't stop and ponder and be like, do I buy this ticket? No, you've got to buy them, because otherwise they're going to sell out. I came here for the gills, that's why I've come back. Is there a flipper in there as well? Is there a... Okay, there's not a flipper. Yeah, we're going to go into the Calamity Water biome. But yeah, when you're buying tickets, you just got to go for it. And I bought these 2 tickets a year ago for different comedians, and it just so happened to line up with a weekend apart, which is great. I'm really excited for that. Okay, so what we're doing now is, because we've beaten the Desert Scourge, some of the items inside of this little area, I'm going to call it the Aquatic Depths, because I can't remember the name of it. Oh wait, it's called the Sunken Seas. Yeah, it's called the Sunken Seas, and I think it's... Alright, it's down this path. Once you've beaten the Desert Scourge, some of the blocks become available to mine, and we're going to mine those, and we're going to make the Riptide, which is going to be pretty exciting. So the Riptide does 18 damage, so this will actually be our highest damaging modded yo-yo so far. The Amazon sits at 20 damage, and obviously if you add the extra effect that we've got, you know, it's a lot better. I need to take these torches. Thank you very much. But this one will be the highest with 18 damage, which is pretty cool. Like, I'm excited for that. Do I have any glow sticks? I don't even have glow sticks. What am I doing? What am I doing? Right. I don't think we need to go too far into it. I think it's... I've got a list right next to me. We need to get Navy Stone and Sea Prisms. Now, Sea Prisms could be Prism Shards, and I've written that wrong. I've written that wrong. Written that wrong. Written that wrong. Yeah, that sounds bad. Alright, Navy Stone is good. It's probably Prism Shards. I actually thought that was something then, but it's not. Okay, let's test this out. So, let's take that out and put this bad boy in. So I'm not seeing Riptide. Oh, Sea Prism. So it's made out of 5 of them. And I didn't write down how many I needed. So I'm going to assume... Actually, Joe, I could just check. What am I even doing? Okay, Sea Prisms. Riptide. I need 7. So 35 little bits. I'm going to get these quick because I don't want to die of not being able to breathe. I don't know if we're meant to really like delve deep into this area. Truth is, you know, if it's not got a yo-yo, I'm not interested. Oh god, the giant clam. It's the Calamity mod. Special emphasis on the clam. Alright, I'm going to grab a bunch of these and I'll join you guys back at the house. Because it's going to take a little while. 35 is quite a lot. How many have I got now? Oh, I got 25. Do you know what? I'm going to save myself a jump cut. Is that lazy? Probably a little bit. I got that Friday feeling, boy. Okay, that's got to be enough. 35? Bam! Nice, okay. Right, I assume you make these here. So, Sea Prisms, 7. Slap that bad boy there. And it's the Riptide. Huzzah! It's broken! It's a broken Riptide. I say, oh, it's the most powerful one yet. Minus 28% damage. Calamity, are you kidding me? Sprays a spiral of aqua streams in random direction. Let's have a little look at this. Ooh, I love it. I just like it because it's Calamity. Oh, god damn. I have this little setting on my phone, which is like part of iPhones. It tells you when to go to bed, but I use it as my alarm clock at the wrong times instead of just using my alarm like a normal person. So that little beep that you got just then was like, alright, time to go to bed there. You should probably go to bed if you want to have a good sleep routine. No iPhone. I go to sleep when I want to go to sleep. Okay, so what I'm doing up here is I'm trying to get some feathers. I need 5 feathers, and I currently have 0. And we're going to be doing this to make an item called the Aerial. This is the yo-yo we're going to make next. Now, we've already got the cartilages, because we got the cartilages in the last episode. So it really is just feathers. We just need feathers. I just realized I never actually opened up this treasure bag. I'm so laser focused on the yo-yo. So let's open this up. Let's see what we got. So we got... Ooh, 1 second. I want to make sure that this harpy doesn't actually kill me. These things are kind of fierce when you're at this stage of the game. Thank you very much. Okay, so we got some fishing potions. We got a sextant. We got an aerostone. Increases movement speed by 10, jump speed by 100, and all damage by 3. That's actually a banging accessory. That's the kind of accessory I like because I really like jump height. We got an aquatic discharge, an intimidating barnade or baronade. Yeah, we got some cool stuff. We got some cool stuff. All good, you know, all good stuff. It's not very useful right now in the current situation. There's not anything we actually need. Like, I'm not going to be fishing unless there's a yo-yo you get free fishing, which I don't think there is. Although I've got a big list next to me of all the yo-yos and how you get them and like the damage and all that. So I seem more knowledgeable. But I haven't got them past the wall of flesh yet because I was writing it before the series started. And I got to the bit where I was like, Alright, time to do the wall of flesh parts. And I'm like, yeah, I just can't be bothered. Okay, so to make the aerial, we need avian cartilages and feathers. And you need to get an arcane armor fabricator, which I think is from this dude down here, which I think is the blacksmith. Yeah, this is it. And then we'll slap this bad boy down. I guess we'll do it here. Oh no, we'll do it up here. There. I might be able to make it. Yeah, I can. Alright, so the aerial releases damaging feathers when nearby enemies. There we go. Alright, cool. So that is another yo-yo. This is the aerial. Ooh, nice. Got a good spin, good weight. Making this series makes me really want to buy one of the official one-drop Terraria yo-yos. I looked up the price of them, and I saw, like, you've got the Terrarian, and you've got the big bad boy, which I think they call Ultimate Terrarian. £100. Like, that's a lot of money. But then again, these yo-yos are made for, like, people that actually want to do it as a real hobby. I just want it to look cool. So, £100 to look cool. It's not for me. Well, I guess, you know, it could be for me, right? You know, it's like a good pair of shoes, £100. That has to be a really good pair of shoes for £100. So I'll be honest, we actually got through, like, the majority of today's episode a lot quicker than I expected. You know what? I doubt myself, right? Sometimes I think I'm going to drag stuff out. Not the case. So what we're going to go do now is the Eater of Worlds. Now, there isn't actually a yo-yo we can gain from the Eater of Worlds. However, it's just a good fight to do. We can make a Molassie, which is like a vanilla yo-yo. So I'm not really counting that. It may have a special effect, and if it does, then I guess it's like even better, right? But that being said, what we need to do is, there's two things. We need to kill the Hivemind, because once we've killed the Hivemind, that opens up another yo-yo. And then we also need to do the Brain of Cthulhu, because that opens up another yo-yo as well. So I'm kind of excited for that. Like, you know, it's moving from one thing to the next. So you may be wondering, why are you going this way? Your corruption's over there. Have a little look at this corruption, guys. There's nothing there. Like, I don't think I've ever seen a corruption this underwhelming. Like, I was like diving down. I'm like, man, I'm getting pretty deep. You hit a rock bottom. You're like, why? Terraria, please. I brought these yo-yos out of the chest. As you know, I was just instantly putting them in the chest because, you know, my damage output is already better. But I don't think that's fair, actually. I've kind of gone back on myself there. I actually want to see what the yo-yos look like because, you know, that was kind of the inspiration for doing this. So I'm really hoping that there's another corruption. But that being said, what could have happened is my chasms could have led down to like a surface area, and you just need to break through the surface area to get to the main chamber, which is kind of cool. Kind of like you know, working on a little puzzle. Man, mine is clearly on Zelda. I've been playing through Breath of the Wild at night, which has been great. And I bought a sound bar today for my TV. You may remember this, but see, there's no corruption here. What I was going to say is, you may remember at the start of the year, I made a big conscious effort to upgrade my like home cinema experience because I'm a big film guy. I watch a lot of films. I watch a lot of TV shows. It's just like a big, massive passion for me. So I've been like slowly upgrading it, like waiting for sales and such. Anyway, I got the soundbar and I set it up and I was like, do you know what I want to play? I want to play Call of Duty because I haven't played Call of Duty in about a year. I was like, this is great. I've got a PC built downstairs to play it. I'm like, this is going to be amazing. We're going to have this wicked soundbar experience. It's going to be really bass heavy. And then, like, the game's like, oh, we got an update. I'm like, oh, great. How big's the update? Oh, it's 28 gigabytes. Right. And I don't have the best internet where I live because I live in a historical city, which means that they're not allowed to do certain maintenance work because they have to keep all of the roads kind of like identical to how it was back in the day, which I understand. Like, I'd rather have crappier internet than have a city that's ripped up to look modern. So that being said, I didn't get to play Call of Duty in the end, and I think that's why I like Switch gaming so much, to be completely honest, because you turn on the Switch and 9 times out of 10, the game's just ready to go. I love PC gaming, I always have done, but oh my god, the updates. At least Assassin's Creed is like, oh, we've got to do an update. Well, why don't you just play the game and we'll update in the background? You cool with that? I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely cool with that. Thank you, Assassin's Creed. So I don't have a demolitionist. And I fear what's going to happen very quickly is I'm going to run out of bombs. I'm kind of... I don't know if that area down there is going to be where my chasm begins. But I am almost like very quickly going to bail on this plan of bombing down. But now I'm kind of committed. Is this what it? That's it, isn't it? Like that's the area. Let me head down. I won't have any bombs though, because I don't have my demolitionist. So it's like I'm gonna get down. There's like nothing to do. I'm just have to hope I get really lucky and get some from pots, which is probably likely. You do get a lot of bombs from pots. I think it's. I don't know how Terraria RNG works. Like, I just, you know, I pray to the RNGesus and I kind of hope for the best. I used all of my bombs for that. Please, look upon this. What is going on here? What is this? You call this a corruption? Boy, you be tripping. You must be joking, because this is not corruption. This is naff. Alright. Let's do this. Let's see the meme of the Hivemind. So this is a fight I'm definitely going to lose. Is there an area down there? Is that what that is? Right. I'm definitely going to lose this, but I'm kind of curious as to the damage output my yo-yo can do. Now, keep in mind, I don't have the armor and the defense for this fight. You're meant to do this with, I don't know if this is post-Eater of Worlds or pre-Eater of Worlds. That's definitely something that should be looked up. So, I do know that this is the beginning phase. I absolutely love the sprite, though. I have a special connection with the Hivemind. As many of you know, I used it in Season 1 of the Calamity mod, and it's kind of iconic in that sense. And every season I would start it with the Hivemind sprite, and it would be different every time. It's a sprite that constantly gets updated, which is cool. I mean, I really love it. Let me get a little bit of thorium healing in there. But I do know that this is the first phase, and then the second phase, it starts to teleport around and move a bit. So I am a little bit cautious of that, but we shall see. You know, bosses change all the time. Like, what I remember of a boss could be completely different in 2 weeks. In the modded landscape, at least. Okay, so my damage output is not going to match the damage it's doing to me. Which is fine. I mean, this is kind of like what I expected. But there we go. Hivemind. I love you. I love Calamity. I really do. So I'm going to get some bombs. We're going to come back. We're going to do Eater of Worlds. Hey, so something that's kind of cool. I didn't know about this. It's not something like I've ever delved into. So this dude in the thorium mod, basically you get these Vanquisher Medals and you get them for like killing certain enemies in the game. He has a shop that you can like go in and buy stuff. This is quite cool. So for 5 of them, you can buy a Grim Pedestal, which functions as a demon altar, which is ace. Because think of all the times I've had to like, all right, I'm going to go run back to the demon altar. Now I've got one in my house. I love it. I actually do. So my plan of crafting the summoning device, I only actually have 8 rotten chunks, which is kind of unbelievable. I thought I would have had more, but I guess what I do is every time I get to the corruption, I like run through them. I like bolt through them. So I'll go grab a few more. It shouldn't take too long, and then we'll do this. But I thought that was cool enough to show off. Like, for example, like when I get my rotten chunks, I'm just going to make it at that grim altar. Yeah, it's really cool. I like that. I mean, that's like an old feature. I've been getting Vanquisher Medals for years. It is not really caring. I don't know. Eye-opening. So the plan with this fight is literally to tank it. I'm hoping that'll work well, which I think it might. I think it's going to be fine. Like, I do think we're going to be all right. I've also found a nice area over here, this flat area, and this is where we'll do the Hivemind fight, which I also think would go well if I could have, you know, where we were fighting it, there was no room to dodge, so it was almost like, I don't know, begging to die. But I wanted to see what the fight was like because it's been a little while. Okay, come on, Eater. So I think it's going to tear through it like the Desert Scourge. Like, you saw what it did to the Desert Scourge. It was a wreck. So if you can get these spores just to land, like, kind of in the middle, I just think it's going to shred. I mean, what's an Eater of Worlds fight without a little bit of shredding? You know what I mean? The only thing is with the yo-yo is you cannot, like with this yo-yo in particular, I'm relying solely on the spores to do the majority of my damage, which is unreliable because, you know, as it starts getting smaller, ooh, it's actually getting, I actually don't think I'm tanking it very well. Oh, there you go. Sorry, I forgot about my my thorium buff. But I also don't think I'm doing well in general. There you go. There's some hearts. So you see what I mean? The damage is... Oh. Oh, out the game, man. Out the game. That's still cool, though. I feel like the Hivemind was easier. Is the Hivemind before? Let's have a little look. So we got King Slime, Crabulon. Hivemind's over here. I feel like we could have easily beaten the Hivemind. Still interesting. And I also got a Shadow Diamond for it. Thank you very much. So I do have a King Slime spawner because it came in the thorium starting bag. And I may as well do it, you know, just to say, you know, I've done it. Get it off the list. Let's have a little go. We'll use some of these yo-yos just to test this one out. This one could be super difficult, right? Okay, okay. That's quite a cool little burst, that, actually. That's not how we expected it to work. I'm really glad I use these now. That's it. Kill all the NPCs. Give us a demolitionist. So I'm going to be honest. I feel like the most underwhelming so far has got to be the Riptide. The Riptide, I don't know if it's because it's broken, but it's not a favorite. It's not going into the cool list of yo-yos. Not for me, at least. I feel like the aerial is the standout here. I think the aerial's really cool, which is pretty interesting. Right, let's go back to the Amazon. Let's get this over quick. See you later, King Slime. It's going to be good for money as well. We still haven't found a bone merchant yet, and we also haven't had a goblin army spawn in yet. And we could really do with a goblin army, because then I could start like mixing some of my accessories together, and that just instantly makes you more powerful. Like, I'm having like the slightest problem with the Eater of Worlds. You mix together some accessories and you're not going to have any problems. Oh, a little bit of a lag spike then. Oh god, my health is so low. There we go, a bit of thorium healing. I keep forgetting that thorium has separate healing. I'm very grateful for it. Alright, there we go. Well, thank you very much, King Slime, for saving this episode. Because I did die to 2 boss fights I was unprepared for. So what do we get? We got a slimy saddle. We got some shinobi slices, just a bunch of stuff that we can't use. So what we'll do is we'll sell this all now because I'm never gonna use it. See you later, slimy saddle. I'm never gonna use it. I'll just be honest. It's gonna be at the back of my mind. And all right, there we go. So we got 13 gold for that. Right. So I think that's gonna round off today's episode. I'm really proud of what we did. We managed to achieve quite a bit. And we also got the time to have a little chat, which is always the best. So if you did enjoy today's video, just have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.